Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate. I like to make clothes here on YouTube, talk about thrifting and fashion. So make sure you subscribe if you like any of those things. I would love to hang out with you. And we have officially entered the season where I have to use my ring light because it gets dark at 5 p.m. So bear with me on that. In today's video, I would love to show you guys everything I've made recently, and this will be the last small recap of the year because my next everything I made will be everything I made in 2024, which will be at the end of this year. So I think this is everything from August to now, which is mid-November, which is crazy. First, I want to show you guys the things I'm working on right now. So these are two whips that I wanted to try to finish before I filmed this video, but then I was like, there's not really a sense in rushing into it. You guys will probably see it in a future video because I'll show it again. Of course, they're both things that have pairs. So first is this hand warmer. It's made with the softest, fluffiest yarn, and I basically just did 2-stranded color work stripes. The inside looks like this, and I really want to write a pattern for these, and I've never written a pattern before. I feel like this would be a fun one to write up a pattern on. So let me know if you guys want that because I do want to try to write a pattern and just kind of dip my toes in the water. And I feel like writing a pattern for a smaller project is a lot easier than obviously a bigger project. So maybe I'll write a pattern for these. This is how far I am on the second one. I'm really not that far from being done. So I did just tie off the thumb, and the hardest part is obviously this little thumb gusset part and increasing it so it doesn't look super funky, which I was worried about, but I think I figured it out to a way where it doesn't look horrible. So eventually I want to make the same pair of fingerless gloves but make them into a mitten form. They're super lightweight, which is nice to just put in your pocket if you're walking around. Also, this yarn is so warm. So this is fun, and I've been wanting to use up this yarn forever, and I feel like I have so much lace weight fuzzy yarns that I could make a couple pairs of these to kind of get through my stash. The next thing that I'm working on right now is something that I talked about in my fall project plans. It's a stirrup leg warmer slash yoga sock, I guess is what they call it. I had more luck finding a pattern using the term yoga sock. So I have this singular yoga sock, which is so nice because I love wearing socks, and you can't really wear socks when you do yoga or else you slip around a lot. These allow you to grip with your heel but also your toes. So these are super nice to wear, and you can even put them over a pair of socks to add more warmth. And I want to make more, maybe in a different weight of yarn, a chunkier yarn, but for right now I just used my regular sock needles, and I used the pattern by Ravelry. Doesn't have an app, which is so annoying because I saved it to my homepage so I can just open it in my browser right away, but I have to log in every single time I click it. It's the Jan Yoga Socks by Bella Helms. Here's the second one that I've been working on. I was gonna finish it this morning, but you guys, I made a huge mistake. I forgot to do the ribbing before I cast it off for the heel like I did on this one. At first I was whatever, it's fine, but then I was no, you have to go back and fix it or else you'll never be satisfied. So I have to frog all of this, which I think I want to do tonight because I want to finish them because I've literally been wearing one of these. So those are my two whips right now. Like I said, it's something that is a pair, which I suck at finishing the second part of a pair, but I'm really trying to focus on these and make sure I finish them before I start anything else. So I'm holding myself to that. I guess this would count as another work in progress, but I'm spinning up this Corndale single because I'm going to apply it with this color, and it's gonna be so cute. It's pink and maroon, and I'm still working on getting consistency in my singles, but I have been on kind of a spinning bender. I love spinning, and I could do it honestly all day, you guys. I don't know if I've told you guys this yet, but I got a spinning wheel. I'll give you guys more information on a future video, but I did get the electric eel wheel 6.1, and I'm so excited for it to come. I've been looking for a wheel for a while, so this is a really big deal for me. Which brings me into the next thing that I've made recently, and it's this beanie from my handspun yarn, which is another thing that I said I wanted to make in my fall project plans video. So I'm really chipping away at that, you guys. So this is yarn that I spun in July. I didn't really want to use it because it's wool and it was hot at the time. So I finally wanted to use my handspun yarn, and I made this, and it looks really cool knit up. So this is kind of the same concept of what I was talking about with these two. So it was two singles, different colored, and then plied together. So that's kind of the idea of what these are gonna look like plied together, but obviously those colors. I wish I had enough to be able to fold it up, but I feel at the same time I have so many beanies like that this is something that's kind of a little bit different, and it kind of makes me look like a mushroom head technically I guess this is the first thing that I've ever made with my hand spun yarn that I can actually like wear. And when I wear it, sometimes people will say like, oh, I like your hat, and then I'm like, you know, like the awkwardness of like, should I say thanks, I made it? Spinning the yarn yourself, like it's a step further than that. It's like, yeah, I made it, but that doesn't tell the whole story. So do I say I made it and I spun the yarn myself? Let me know if you guys feel awkward about that. Like if someone's like, oh, I like your sweater, or oh, I like your hat, do you guys say that you made it? Like yeah, you should take credit for the things that you make and like things that you're proud of. Sometimes I feel weird about telling people that, but I don't know. It depends on the day for me. Sometimes I feel like super awkward and I'm just like, thanks. And then one last little spinning journey that I had. I made these two hand spun yarns. This is a 2-ply yarn, so I spun the singles separately and then I plied them together. And so this is all fiber that I found at the scrap exchange for $9. This has a lot of different shades of blue, gray, and like little specks of pink, which I think is so pretty. It kind of reminds me of the ocean. So yeah, I really enjoyed making this. I also made a few scrunchies, and one of them I literally have no idea where it is right now. I wore it to work, so I think I probably have it in a bag somewhere, but the first one I made was white and gray with like a wool and then also like a lace weight mohair yarn. I did it with the vertical stripes, which is like the same concept as this arm warmer, and it's where I kind of started that obsession with the vertical stripe color work, which brings me to my next scrunchie, which is this one. I love this thing so much. I think it's so fun. I added this lace trim to the outside, so it's kind of like a good squish scrunchie but with knit details. For this one I just knit like a big tube and then I folded them together and then sandwiched the lace in and then sewed with my sewing machine over that. Then I made another pair of socks, which I love knitting socks, you guys. It is one of my favorite things to make, which is so surprising because I feel like when I first started knitting, I didn't even think of like knitting socks. I think I started almost like a year ago. I've only knit a couple pairs, but I always really enjoy the process. So I bought this yarn back in July and I made these brat green socks, and then I also did a little bit of color work. So I have brat written with duplicate stitching on the back of these, and I love the way these turned out. I wear them all the time, especially in the house. You'd think I would learn my lesson, but this is 100% merino wool, and with socks, like you do want some type of synthetic fiber just as far as durability goes, but yeah, these are probably gonna wear down pretty fast and I'll have to patch holes in the bottom, but you know what, I think I'll just wear them in my house, but I have worn them out a little bit. So next is this drop stitch sweater vest, and this was kind of like a late summer, early fall make, so it's like a nice soft cotton yarn that I thrifted. It's pretty simple. I don't love the way the neckline turned out. It was actually supposed to be a v-neck, but picking up stitches around these drop stitches was so difficult and it was just leaving a lot of holes. So I honestly, you guys, just wear it backwards. So this is now the front, and I kind of cover the holes with my hair in the back, but I do really like this yarn and I like to wear this to work. But like this with a white t-shirt underneath or a black long sleeve is what I've been wearing it with the most. So this is what I spent most of late September making. It's my sweater that I knit for the MLB postseason, and I love this sweater so much. I love how it turned out. I used the Cascade Superwash, which is just such a reliable yarn as far as like being like decent quality but not too expensive. I love the stripe details and like the October with the baseball, and it has 99 on the back, which is my birth year. I wore this to a Yankees game and it was so much fun, you guys. Kind of sad they didn't win the World Series, but I usually make a bracket every year, but like being actually there at the game was just like really exciting. So, and I even feel like wearing it backwards is kind of cool, like just having the 99 in the front. So yeah, this one is really special to me. I feel like my headband is blending with the wall in the back, so I look bald. I think I'm gonna wear this hat for the remainder of the video. So the last thing that I made recently, I think is also one of my favorite things that I've made this year, at least like out of everything here. It's this patchwork skirt that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I posted a whole video of me making this, and honestly, you guys, I wear this more than I wear like anything else that I've made besides like maybe a hat or something. But I pretty much just made this out of fabric scraps, and I can't believe like how it turned out. And it's not perfect, like there's definitely mistakes. I kind of wish I did a little bit better on the elastic. I added my tag here at the bottom because I always forget to use my tags, and like I really don't have that many, so I'm very selective on what I use them for. But yeah, I wear this all the time and I just feel like it really fits my style, and I know like any skirt this length is like something that I would wear so much, and it's really not that hard, so I don't know why I don't make more. I think it's on the list to make more of these skirts. Maybe not a patchwork one, but just like a tiered skirt, because I definitely will get my use out of them. I feel like I wear skirts like this more than I wear pants. I kind of prefer it, it's more comfortable. I think my issue is like with shoes. Like skirts will always look good with shoes, but like pants don't always look good with shoes, like certain shoes. These are all different fabrics and I can't believe how well they work together. I'm really happy with all of my makes. I feel like I have slowed down on making things quite a bit. Just slowing down and being intentional with what I make, I feel like is really good for me because it helps me take more time to plan out projects and make things that I think I'll actually wear and use. Let me know what your favorite item was. I am always curious what you guys think. Comment down below anything that you made recently that you really like. I'm always curious on what people are making this time of year. I have some really fun upcoming projects that I'm so excited to show you guys. They're things that I've never done before. So my next everything I made will be everything I made in 2024. So that's crazy, but I'm really excited to like look back on everything that I made this year and also see other people's everything I made videos. I love watching those types of videos. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and make sure you subscribe. I would love to have you here. Follow me on Instagram at minigru.studios. Let me know any other videos you guys want to see. I think that's all, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.